You've done the work. You know about self-compassion, about inner critics, about being kinder to yourself. And you've had periods when it actually worked, when you felt genuinely okay with who you are. And then something happened. A stressful week, a comment from someone, a mistake you couldn't let go of. And before you even noticed, you were back. Back to the harsh voice, back to putting yourself last, back to wondering what is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you, but something else is happening. And once you understand what it is, it actually starts to make sense. Most inner work focuses on what you do differently. You practice, you pause, you meditate, you use a different inner voice, and that all matters. But underneath that practice, there is an old belief that is still running in the background, that you have to earn your own kindness, that you're only okay when you're doing well enough, handling enough, being enough. And when life is calm, that's easy. But under pressure, that deeper belief wins every time, because that's what beliefs do. And there's also something more physically happening. Your nervous system, it has been running self-criticism patterns for years and maybe even decades. And under stress, your brain defaults to what's familiar and not what's healthy. That's just how nervous systems work. And the new, kinder pattern is still being built. It takes repetition, it takes time, and it especially takes consistency on the ordinary days, not just the hard ones. And here's the part that surprises people most. Being hard on yourself can actually feel safe. If you criticize yourself first, you are prepared. Nobody can catch you off guard. That harshness is kind of an armor. It probably started that way for a reason. At some point, holding yourself to an impossible standard kept you connected to people who mattered. It kept you out of trouble. It kept you loved, or at least safe. And the problem is that that armor is still on, long after you stop needing it. So I want you to sit with this for a moment. The fact that you keep going back doesn't mean that you're not making progress. It just means that you're human and you're working against years of patterning that served a real purpose. Going back is not the same as starting over. Every time you notice what's happening, even in the middle of chaos, even after the fact, that noticing is the practice. And that's actually how you can change this. Self-gentleness, the perspective I work from, is built on exactly this. Not the expectation that you will get it right and stay there, but the understanding that coming back again and again with a little less harshness each time is what gradually shifts the belief underneath. Not force or discipline, but gentle, self-gentle, consistent repetition. And I know this because it's how I helped myself to become self-gentle, and I really needed that. And I see it in the people I work with. So if you are in one of those moments right now, if you're back again and you're frustrated with yourself of being back again, I just want to say, this is exactly the right moment to be watching this video. And that's not because I have a quick fix for you, but because understanding why this keeps happening is already helping you to make a shift. You're not broken. You're not failing at your own healing. You're just human, up against a very old pattern, and you're learning a new one. And that takes longer than we want it to, but it's worth it. And if this feels like something you want to explore, there's a link below to a short quiz that shows you where you actually are with self-gentleness right now. It's free, it takes only a few minutes, and it might give you something useful to work with. I'm sending you so much love. Bye-bye.